What is going on, guys? This is EK1 Gaming here, and in today's video we're going to be taking a look at a couple of changes that Massive could do, in my opinion, to make the game replayable. Now, before we get into the video and these ideas, make sure to hit that like button if you enjoy the video. If you're not already, hit the subscribe button and the little notification bell, and also leave me a comment in the comment section below telling me what you think would make the game more replayable. Now let's get straight into the video. So there's been a lot going on in the Division world recently, especially with the TU11 PTS launching and the new game mode Summit. Now, if you're like me, you don't think that Summit is going to be that replayable, and some people do, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying I'm right and you're wrong, but in my opinion, I don't believe Summit will be replayable for a long time due to like target loot situations, etc. Now, I have come up with two ideas just off the bat, literally just sat here and thought, why don't they do this? So this is one of the ideas I'm going to share with you, and it involves a vendor in the base of operations. So here it is. This is the EK1 vendor in the base of operations. However, of course, they would never call it that. I think they'd rather close the servers than put my name in this game. But, you know, let's look at the ideas that I've come across or come up with just sitting here today and brainstorming and trying to think of things that would improve the replayability of the game. Now, one of these things is basically you go to the base of operations, there's a vendor there, and the vendor sells the same thing every week, okay? There's no change in what they sell unless like they update it and want to change it, etc. So the first thing for sale is 2 times increased XP for 4 hours. Now, you might be thinking to me, how do you get this EK1 currency? Well, it's simple. You can do different things to earn this currency. It would be a separate currency than your DZ funds or separate to your normal credits. Basically, it would work on a similar way to the old GE credits. However, you could gain them all the time instead. So my idea was basically you go and do a mission. The higher the difficulty, the more credits you get. The more directives on the mission, the more credits you get. And then basically you build up your credits from just doing missions, playing missions, putting directives on, doing legendaries, heroics, even hard and normal. Get the chance to gain those credits. It will just take them slightly longer. That way we're not locking out any of the player base. So basically with the credits, you go and buy things from this vendor. And the first one, of course, 2 times increased XP. Duration is 4 hours. Simple buy, you get double XP for 4 hours if you buy that. The next one on the list is increased exotic drop rate. Now this kind of comes from, do you remember the 3 of coins from Destiny? Why can't we do that on here? So we'll say it maybe increases your drop rate by 5%. Okay, it's not a lot, but it increases it. So you use your coins to buy the increased exotic drop rate, and that lasts for 4 hours. So if it takes you more than 4 hours to do the mission, it does expire. Now, the third one on this one is a second recalibration. I know a lot of you people think that we should be able to recal 2 items. I personally don't think that. However, why not let somebody do it once per week? So you buy it with your credits and you can recal 1 item a second time. So basically a second stat on an item, but you can only do it once per week. That way people are not just maxing out builds within 1 day after they've saved up loads of credits. The next one is a big one, and it's loot allocation. So you can change the target loot once per week. However, you can only change target loot on 1 mission or 1 area, or say the summit, for example. But however, you can choose what you change it to. So say if I wanted to go and do Grand Washington Hotel, and today it was Gilligard, and I wanted it to be Providence, I could go in this week and just change it, or this day, and change that for today. Okay, and that lasts for the whole day. When it expires, you cannot do it for another week. So you have to put up with the rest of the crappy target loot for the next 6 days. Now, moving on to the next one, exotic trial. This is a trial where you can try 1 exotic weapon for 4 hours. So the likes of the Eagle Bearer, Bighorn, anything that's locked behind any missions, you can purchase that for 4 hours only. That gives you the option then to try out the gun, right? Because some people haven't used the Eagle Bearer, they haven't used the Bighorn, so why not give them a short try? It doesn't have to be 4 hours, it could be 2 hours or something like that. In my opinion, that would actually drive people to go and unlock that gun afterwards, because you know how good the Eagle Bearer is, or was, and it still is pretty good. So if I tried it first, I would pretty much want to keep that Eagle Bearer, so I'd be trying my best to go and get it. Now, the last idea we have, and this is something that's free, you know, this is something that nobody has to pay for. Basically, just hit the subscribe and like button on this video, and that shows EK1 some support. Now, there is another idea we've got away from the vendor. I hope you like the vendor idea, by the way. Let me know in the comment section below if you think this is a good idea. Of course, there's room for movement there. We could change different things that you could do. That's just off the top of my head. Now let's go into the second option that I've got, or second thing that I think will make it replayable, and that is to do with control points. So when it comes to control points, of course, most people now do them on heroic, even with 5 directives, and it's challenging slightly, but it's not that challenging really. Now, what if they added legendary control points? Now, with this legendary control point, you can have a chance of dropping control point only loot / vanity items. So when I'm talking about control point only, things that you can only drop, there might be a gear set linked to control points. Like, one of the talents could be if you are within 5 meters of one of your NPCs that's helping you, then you get a buff of armor, or if there's 2 of them, you get damage, or something like that. So basically, a brand set or a gear set that is designed to help you with control points. So it makes it a lot more replayable, meaning you want to go back and do those control points to get that brand set or gear set or whatever it's going to be. Now, the vanity items, they can be masks, backpack trophies, anything you want. They're just general outfits, maybe, if you complete a certain amount of control points or something like that. Now, put some new exotics in there, like I say, a bit of gear, but you'll only be able to get the gear if you collect enough keys and open the box in the supply room. So make a box in the supply room separate to the normal loot crate, and have it where you have to collect like 15 keys to open the box. Now, to collect the keys, you simply just have to complete a control point. Now, you have to complete it on heroic or above to get a key. However, if you complete it on legendary, you get 2. So make it, then you can open the box, get exclusive items, again, vanity, exotics, etc. I personally would go around to all the different control points if they were legendary and probably try and complete all of them. And we know there's a lot of different control points, right? Now here's a little twister. Why don't we put hunters or back into the game? So if you get a hunter encounter, you are guaranteed a vanity item. You're guaranteed. Why don't the hunters all come from all those places where we've been searching them, and a different hunter will appear on a control point at random points? If you complete that, you get an additional vanity item or even additional keys, etc., just to open that crate up. Now, these are just some of my ideas, guys. This is not like I'm saying this is how the game has to be. I'm interested in hearing what your opinions are. And as you know, if you've been a part of this channel for a while, you know that I'm passionate about the game, and I always respond to my community. So every comment in the comment section below will be answered by me. Don't worry, I will get round to answering them all. So thank you very much for watching the video. I hope you enjoyed it. Take care, and I will see you all next time. Let's go!